Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And a brother, I'm a for down Temple, Florida, from the camp props in Babylon. Coming another quick hit to the spirit power by YAHAWASHI. Lord wanted to edify and feed the sheep. The devil honor said I was an apostle, great millstone, teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who push this work in truth and sincerity. To the scattered bride. Excuse me. All right, going into this lesson, man. All right, that I just seen an article on. All right, going into how Canada government warns country to prepare for new, and it's spelled virus, but to say it where Esau doesn't censor and take the video down, I'm gonna say various for it. It says Canada government warns country to prepare for new variants, right? Far worse than the C-19. All right. Canada government warns country to prepare for new variants far worse than the C-19. All right. And this, remind me to, brought me to the scriptures, man. All right. Because you have it where these people are preparing for this new pandemic, man. Okay. Because this new pandemic that they just really nationally made known globally, all right, due to the situation that the WHO General Dr. Tedros has just announced that the mpox is a concern to them, man, all right, for lack of better words. So now you have all these other places, okay, in advance preparing for these things, for any kind of interruptions, all right, for any type of disruptions. All right. So you have it where now you have it in Canada where they're preparing for these things. They're higher ups are telling them to prepare. Okay. Same like is over in the UK and over here in the US, man. You see? What shows you, all right, things are about to get a lot worse than it is already today, which brought me to these scriptures here, okay, in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." So great troubles are to come, okay, destruction, death, all right, the whole line, the whole list, man. It's about to come to this place known as America, and it's only going to get worse. As we see, it already is now, man. You see? So bringing it back, I'm going to read a little bit about in the article. And it reads, it says, the Canada government has issued advice warning citizens to prepare for a hypothetical. So it's hypothetical thing, just saying new variants that could lead to food and fuel disruptions. And we already seen a prelude of this situation when the C-19 situation came out, man. All right, we had fuel, all right, disruptions when it came to, I believe it was what's the word of it, man? What's the word of it? It's the opposite of gas. It's like it just slipped my brain. Diesel. There it is. All praise call of YAHAWASHI. Which when we had a fuel, shortage of diesel, man. You had the whole, trucks went on striking. There was a lack of resource, man. Okay, it was the food shortage. You see, there was food shortages, and these major companies like Walmart's, Kroger's, Publix, Whole Foods, all these major companies were hugely affected, all right, by not getting their food due to the lack of the fuel being affected, man. All right, and right now you have it in Canada where they're telling them to prepare for something like similar to that, man. Okay, and then all of these things that's happening in these different countries, all right, eventually gonna come and hit here in the U.S., man, in America. It's gonna hit here at home. Okay, way worse than any other place, man. Okay, this is America is the full trendsetter of these things. All right, So it's going to be hugely affected, way more than any other place. You got a lot of powerful people here in America, okay? These American citizens, U.S. citizens, whatever you want to call them, are these people are powerful, man, all right? And all they know is consume, consume, consume. So what do you think is going to happen when they lose all of the consumption, or when they lose all consuming of products, of food, of fuel, all right? It's going to turn to violence. It's going to turn to irritation, okay? People are going to be irritated, all right? And that's going to spew up more demons than they already have on them now, you see? So that's going to cause more people to be aggressive with one another, which brings to mind where the scriptures speak on it in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, where it says, let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna actually grab 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Let's speak along those lines, because it speaks of what? The sown houses, man. Okay, it says 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storage houses shall suddenly be found empty. Like I mentioned, you're gonna have your Kroger's, your Publix's, your Walmart's, majorly these Walmart's and Whole Foods. If you live in Florida, man, all right, down here in Florida, all right, you have those major companies very big here. You know, you don't really see too much of these other companies, but Walmart, Publix, and Whole Foods, man, is really known down here. So they're gonna be affected. So like, I'm gonna let this plane go by. So those major companies are going to be hugely affected, okay? It's going to be, as the scripture says, all right, the full storage houses shall suddenly be found empty. You know, you're going to be running into these places trying to, you know, restock on your food, your tissue, you know, your utensils and all the things you need, and you don't realize there's going to be a shortage, man. See, right now, prices for food is not so, you know, skyrocket. You know, you could go to Walmart and you can go buy a carton of eggs, you know, for $3, $4 at most, you know. Or when that inflation happens, or when these things go to hyperinflation, you know, which is going to be majorly affected within these major companies, that's going to cause food, okay, that's on shelves to go up, prices to go up, especially when that dollar, the American dollar, is affected, you know. It's going to cause people to have to pay the numerous amount of money. $20 is going, you know, for a carton of eggs, or $30, $45 for some bread. You see, this is going to make people get aggressive. We seen you know, I seen it for myself, man. I was a short testimony. I was with a brother of mine, and we was headed to a Walmart, and we seen people getting. It was I think it was a gentleman and another gentleman, but according to our eye, we could see it was blood all over the floor. We came walking into a Walmart. It was emblems, it was cops everywhere, and it was blood all over the floor, and somebody was getting pulled out on the stretcher, bleeding. And we, as we was approaching to go around, you know, get ready to just say, hell no, we gonna head out. You know, someone was along the lines of speaking about the situation, and then they said, you know, how these people got into an altercation over a lack of tissue, okay? And that's just tissue, man, to wipe your ass with. How much more for something like water, food, you know, something that affects your body, you see? Reading verse 23, it says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. So when you start seeing these things be broadcast worldwide, all right, just like you had it in this Canada article, where he said that the Canada government has issued advice warning citizens to prepare. All right, that was being broadcast worldwide. You see, or when you hear these alarms go off, when you hear your phone go off, you know, they'll tell you off rip on your phone if you got an iPhone. They give you a little warning of there's some type of cyber attack, or if it's some type of kidnapping, or if it's some type of food awareness. You know, how much more when it comes to, hey, we're running out of food and fuel. People are going to lose it. Okay. Verse 24. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And for the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in the 3 hours they shall not run. Okay, you know, you got a good full flow of, you know, water. You know, people can go buy water. People can go do these things. You got your water running. What happens when these things run out of its resource? What happens when you lose it? People are gonna be tweaking out, man, and gonna be in distress. You see? So hey, you know, even it says, I'm gonna read it from the top again. 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. Okay, so you're gonna have friends, okay, that will know each other for years, and then that day you're gonna be in the state of get it how you live, or trying to survive. You know, every man for themselves. They're gonna turn against each other. You know, they don't care how long they're gonna know you. When them people backs, all right, and they stomach start to connect, you know, and their body start to shrivel up and feel like it's in the motion of pining away. What are they gonna do? They're gonna take those necessary precautions, all right, to survive. And that's what's gonna happen with a lot of these people who are you know, really, you know, stuck up on the American way. You know, burgers and bread and circus and goddamn going to work. They're gonna be in you know, a great distress once again. Okay, especially you, Jake, man, because Jake, all they know is club, party, and females and money. You know, so hey, you're gonna have a time like never before, as the scriptures mention. Jacob's trouble. You know, but let me see. Let me grab this right here. Going into the book of Matthew. And I'm gonna grab one more. I ain't gonna make this too long. Straight to the point. All right, but I seen this article and it's, you know, it sparked the spirit to go into it. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and it reads, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Because of a love of many, all right, it's like it says, because iniquity shall abound. So those sin upon sin, you know, iniquity is going to grow because it's going to get worse and worse. All right, it said the love of many shall wax cold. So loved ones are going to wax cold against each other. They're going to turn cold. You know, they ain't going to care about because you mom dukes, or because you pops, or because you the next door neighbor. They gonna care about what you got in your house, in your pantries. You know, they gonna care about what you got underneath those drawers. That's all that's gonna matter in that day, man. Okay, they gonna be slitting throats and getting down to the, you know, nitty gritty, man. You know, and that's just how it is. That's just blood raw, man. That's what's gonna come down to this place. You know, people are going to be snatching people, pull them in the hall, or pull them in the dark alley. You know, there's going to be all kinds of craziness going on, man. And we're going to need YAHAWASHI in that time. You know. But it says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So the love of many is going to wax cold, man. It's going to be real cold-hearted people out here, all right, for them to survive. So they're gonna turn against their own loved ones. Let me see. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 33. And it reads, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them." So then you're going to know that you have been warned, all right, through this message that's being pushed out consistently, man. All right, you got this word constantly going out, and people are constantly ignoring it. But in that day, they're going to wish they had leading unto it, man. They're going to wish that they took heed. Because in that day, then you're going to know you was warned, okay, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. When you see these things come to pass, which all of this is all according to prophecy, all right? Pestilence and all these things like that, death and destruction, is all of what the Lord said he's going to bring to this place. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab that and close it out. And it's going to say why. I'll grab that and close it out. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, reading verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." And what is that mpox, man? That's a sign of a plague, a pestilence. You see, you got people dropping like flies. The numbers of deaths are going up. The numbers of cases are going up. Okay, no matter how you want to see it, all these things are done through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. You see, and it's only going to get once again worse. It says, verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI. So the Lord gonna bring, all right, plagues, all right, upon this place. Okay, the sword, the death and destruction, famine, because of wickedness that has continuously polluted this place, man, this earth. All right, starting off with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, him being the ringleader. All right, the head honcho. All right, hey, it's gonna go crumbling down, man, and the Lord gonna take this place out with fire. All right, those thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, but this was coming to this place, whether you like it or not. You know, so that was in my spirit to bring it out once again. You know, that's the article going into Canada. Government warns country to prepare for new variants far worse than the C-19. All right, with that, Lord, when this lesson was edifying, and we'll close it out by giving all glory and praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Till next time I say, Shalom.